you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the limb. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Shall we play a game?
Oh, yeah. Remember Lunar Lander? Well, this is Lunar Lander. Welcome back to the Collector Zone. I'm Jeff Dickinson. And yeah, we're checking this out, man. It's like Lunar Lander. For those who don't know, Lunar Lander was an Atari game back in 1979, based upon the 1969 Apollo moon landings, man. I'll have a special video at the end of this, just so you, for those who don't know or haven't seen it, or wants to rewatch it. I love the moon landing. I was a little boy during that time. So yeah, Lunar Lander was a big deal for me growing up. And this game, it's on the PlayStation Store. Just came out this year. I figured, why not? So let's check out its tips and stuff. So I've been playing around with this. You can only use the joysticks up and down, and the left two, right two buttons for your, you know, your fuel, because you have to fly and land this fucker on the moon. So basically, as you can see, it's just like Lunar Lander. All right, so let's go ahead and play. So what I'm gonna do here, I can pretend we're floating around and we're waiting for NASA. They're going to talk to us.
20 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Break shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward. Drift into the right a little. 20, down a half. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. To the right a little. 20, down a half. Contact light. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Break shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward. Drift into the right a little. 20, down a half. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. 20 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Break shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward. Drift into the right a little. 20, down a half. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Listen, tranquility base.
There we go.
The Eagle has landed.
It looks cool. I think it's like way cooler looking than Lunar Lander. Well, it's more like the way Lunar Lander shows looked, I think, back in the days. Well, we lost some astronauts, man. Uh-oh. Houston, we got a problem. Oh, no. I could just hear Tom Hanks right before that blew up. Well, basically that's Moon Lander. I'll share this with you guys if you're fans like me. Links below if you want to score it. I only paid $2 for it. Once again, it's based upon, you know, the Apollo moon landing back in 1969. And like I said, I'm going to show you something cool. So for those who've never seen it, here's the actual news footage. Until next time, my fellow gamers, game on.
Eagle, Houston, we see you on the steerable, over. Roger, Eagle, dot. Roger, how does it look? The Eagle has wings. Roger. Okay, all flight controllers, go, no, go for landing. Retro. Go. Fido. Go. Guidance. Go. Control. Go. Telcom. Go. GNC. Go. Ecom. Go. Surgeon. Go. Capcom, we're go for landing.
Altitude 4200.
Houston, you're go for landing, over. Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet. You're looking great. How you doing, Control? We look good here, Fido. How about you, Telcom? Go. Guidance, you happy? Go. Fido. Go. 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Into the ag, 47 degrees. Roger. 47 degrees.
Still looking very good.
Your go. Copy. Alarm. 1201. 1201. Roger, 1201 alarm. 1201 alarm. Same type, we're go, flight. Okay, we're go. We're go, same type, we're go.
Altitude 1600.
Eagle looking great. Roger, 1202, we copy it. 35 degrees, 750, coming down to 23. 540 feet and at 15. 350 feet down at 4. Altitude, velocity, light. 3.5 down, 220 feet. 11 forward, coming down nicely, 200 feet. 4.5 down, 5.5 down. 100 feet, 3.5 down, 9 forward. Okay, 75 feet. Guys looking good, down a half. 6 forward. 60 seconds. Lights on, forward. Forward. 40 feet, down 2.5. Picking up some dust. Straight shadow. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. 30 seconds. Forward, just. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. We copy you down, Eagle. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Houston, this is Neil, radio check.
Neil, this is Houston, loud and clear. Break, break, Buzz, this is Houston. Radio check and verify TV circuit breaker in.
Roger, TV circuit breaker's in. Grade 5 clear.
Roger. And we're getting a picture on the TV.
TV. You got a good picture, huh?
There's a great deal of contrast in it, and currently it's upside down on our monitor, but we can make out a fair amount of detail.
Okay, would you verify the position, the opening I ought to have on the camera?
Stand by.
There's that foot coming down.
There he is. There's a foot coming down the steps.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now.
Neil, we can see you coming. Okay, I just checked getting back up to that first step. That isn't collapsed too far, but it's adequate to get back up.
Roger, we copy.
It's a pretty good little jump.
So there's a foot on the moon, stepping down on the moon. If he's testing that first step, he must be stepping down on the moon at this point. 10.
Buzz, this is Houston. F2, 1/160th second for shadow photography on the sequence camera.
Okay. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The LEM footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine.
Boy, look at those pictures. Wow. It's a little shadowy, but he said he expected that in the shadow of the lunar module. Armstrong is on the moon. Neil Armstrong, 38-year-old American, standing on the surface of the moon on this July 20th, 1969.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I think that was Neil's quote. I didn't understand it.
No, one small step for man, but I didn't get the second phrase. One of our monitors here at our space headquarters is able to hear that. We'd like to know what it was.
Surface is fine and powdery. I can pick it up loosely with my toe. It does adhere in fine layers, like powdered charcoal, to the sole and sides of my boot.
His quote was, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind."
I can see the footprints of my boots and the treads in the fine sandy particles. Neil, this is Houston. We're copying.